Dave Veale from the stands to the throne. Dave Veale had always been Ebbsfleet United till he died. A regular on the terraces, he was infamous for his booming chants, his ill-advised pitch invasions, and his unwavering belief that he could run the club better than those posh sods in the boardroom. Then, one fateful night in the Red Lion, he won big on a bet, something ridiculous, like Accrington Stanley beating Real Madrid in a pre-season friendly. With his new fortune, Dave did what any irrational, beer-fueled football romantic would do. He bought Ebbsfleet United. The takeover and the Tea Lady War. His first act as owner? Offering fans a pay-what-you-want season ticket scheme, which meant the club started the season with about £74 in the bank. His second act? Sacking the entire scouting department because, in his words, if I haven't heard of them, they ain't good enough. But his biggest battle wasn't financial. It was personal. The club's long-serving tea lady Jill despised him. She'd been at the club since 1973 and wasn't about to take orders from a buffoon in a replica shirt 3 sizes too small. Their rows became legendary. Dave wanted Yorkshire tea. Jill insisted on PG tips. Dave wanted steak bakes at half-time. Jill called it a betrayal of the sausage roll. The Cold War escalated when Dave allegedly replaced her sugar with salt, leading to a mass tea-spitting incident among the board members. Shearer, fights and Premier League glory. But Dave's genius wasn't in boardroom strategy, it was in sheer, reckless persuasion. One drunken night, he found Alan Shearer's number, nicked from a mate's phone, and left him a 37-minute voicemail about how Ebbsfleet needs a proper number 9. To everyone's shock, Shearer, out of boredom or insanity, agreed. At 52 years old, he strapped on the boots and scored 18 goals in a season, firing Ebbsfleet into the championship. Dave's rise was meteoric, but it was marked by an unusual number of fights. He punched Des Lynam in a Sainsbury's car park for slagging off Ebbsfleet on Soccer Saturday. He had a rolling feud with Paul Gascoigne, stemming from a poker game where Gazza convinced him that loser buys the club was a legitimate rule. And worst of all, one of his own investors, former F1 driver Rubens Barrichello, allegedly tried to strangle him after Dave suggested he should start parking like Schumacher and stop finishing in second place. Despite the chaos, Ebbsfleet somehow climbed the leagues. Shearer retired again. Jill begrudgingly accepted him after he introduced a club-wide free tea for fans policy, and Dave finally achieved his dream, taking Ebbsfleet United into the Premier League. On the first day of the season, as they lined up against Manchester City, Dave stood in the dugout, pint in one hand, steak bake in the other, and turned to his assistant. "Told you, didn't I?" And for once, nobody could argue.